Good evening. What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little stream for you lads and lasses late night Friday night. Hello to you all. Thank you very much for joining us and getting in here for the stream tonight, guys. Sorry to keep you waiting. Had to restart the PC where it was having all sorts of Harry Maguire-esque moments. But thank you for waiting patiently for us to get going. Happy Friday, everyone. We're on here at 10:15. That's quite late, isn't it? Some of you are probably about 6 beers in already on this Friday night, but I hope you're doing well. And thank you very much for joining us and getting aboard the Bacon Express tonight. Let's see what legends we've got in here. Hello to you, Rushmano. What's going on, bro? He says, smash a like for the pig. It really helps the channel. Yes, indeed, everyone. Do as he says and twat that thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Give us a massive like spike at the start of this show. Let's go for 200 likes. And get yourself involved throughout. Of course, we're going to be having a big Q&A throughout this show. And at the end, we'll have a big Q&A as well. So hang around for that. And as always, if you happen to be new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Get yourself involved. And you're welcome here as long as you're not a city scammer. Stephen Shipman, hello. Fire up. Aaron, get in there. He's pinned the tweet to the top of the live chat, guys. Go and check out the tweet at the top. Give us a retweet. And we'll give you a shout out a little bit later on. Nice one. Yes, indeed, Colin Ralph lad. Hello, Fire Up. You're very astute. United. Hello. Good evening. Chloe Jenkins, Uncaged Squid, Duncan, Chris Swift, the gaming simp. Let's be having you, my son. How many are we on now, Duncan? I don't know, but keep hitting the like button. Thank you for saying that. Colin, Stephen, Gaming, BS4 as well. We've got Real Killers, Mr. U, John Boy, Duncan, Ruben, John Boy, Malps, Batman Night Fan, how are you, Bod? Sing Games, oh yes, let's be having you. Share the stream and smash the like. Thank you very much. Batman Night Fan, Matty Norton, great to see you, mate. How you getting on, lad? Yes, we have seen the news about Kylian Mbappe. I'll get into that in a minute, actually. Why not, eh? It's a bit of fun. Oh, okay then, Sing Games. Get me a cheeky double battered sausage, mate. Yo, Kieran, Master Chief, Johnny, Simon, Martin Carlo, Chris Barker, Duke of Rodtown, Beat Sky. What's going on, man? How are you doing? I haven't seen you for a little bit. I hope you're doing well, mate. What's going on? Griffo Chaz, hello to you as well, mate. Good evening. Kay Slater, Master Chief, and everybody as well. Thank you very much, everybody, for getting in here. Appreciate you. Thank you, Blaine. Thank you, Stephanie Griffith. Big up yourself. Adam Hanif, good to see you. Zayn Miyasi getting in here raw with a $1.99 super chat. He says, cigars started. 3-1 to Arsenal. Right, okay then, Zayn Miyasi. Well, listen, I don't know why you're starting the cigar so soon, bud. If I were you, pal, I'd probably get the old cigar cutter out, cut it just below the ash, put that sucker out, put it back in that imaginary humidor you've got there, my friend, because you are getting mugged off, lad. And I don't think you should be celebrating anything just yet, my friend. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going for a 2-1 win for United tomorrow against these Arsenal Hojlund's mugs. Let's ask the chat, what's your prediction for the game tomorrow, guys? This Zayn Melter's going for 3-1. Is he? I think so. I think that's what he's referring to anyway. I'm going for 2-1 to United. Yeah. When you think about what sort of a lineup we could put out, it could be quite a strong lineup. We'll see. Maybe it will be just a experimentation by Erik ten Hag again in that game tomorrow night. By the way, we will be doing a watch along for the game tomorrow, so you can come and join us for that. Make sure you do. We'll be watching the game at 10 p.m. UK time. That's when it's on. So around about this time tomorrow, but we'll be starting about half an hour before to see what the teams are and to discuss the game, etc. So come and join us about 9:30 p.m. UK time tomorrow night. RJ says 4-0 to United. Divide's going 3-0. Vincent's going 6-0. Primot's going 8-2. Kieran's going 4-1. Johnny's going 3-1. Duncan's going 4-0. I like your style, guys. 9-0 says Boomy. 2-2 says Adam Hanif and Martin. Pablo's going 2-0. Chris Barker's going 3-0. It is on at 10 p.m. UK time. Is that a cigar in the form of a bottle, says Rushmano. Precisely. Get ready for your bottle bank, Zayn Miyasi, lad. It's what happens. 8-2 United, says Stephanie. Love it. 2-0, 3-1, 2-1, 2-1. Get in there. Thanks, everyone, for having your say. Zayn Miyasi says, Super chat. You won't cope with Rice. Arsenal will offer Balogun plus 100 million from Mbappe. Right, okay. Listen, Zayn Miyasi, you're talking guff. We won't cope with Rice. I don't think we're really a case of coping with Rice. I mean, Rice is just going to be sitting in there, with his Muller rice fruit corner in his bloody hand, mate, with a spoon in the other. Probably not doing all that much tomorrow, I reckon. But no, he is obviously a pretty destructive player. We'll see. It's not like he's going to be swashbuckling and cutting us open, though, I don't think. So we'll see. We've got the players to get the better of that melt. We'll find out, won't we? But in regards to Kylian Mbappe, so what he's referring to is obviously there's a bit of news about Kylian Mbappe this evening. Reports are that he has been left out of the Paris Saint-Germain squad for the pre-season tour of Japan. You can read into this what you will, but obviously there's a lot been made of Kylian Mbappe's situation at PSG right now, and it seems obviously he's not that happy about being there. But surely, if he's going to go anywhere, it's probably, I don't know, Real Madrid. I mean, even me, as a Manchester United fan, particularly with our owners right now, I just don't really think it's very realistic at all that we signed him, even though he would probably rather come and play for Man United than those Arsenal shithouses. But he's certainly not going to Arsenal. He's certainly not going to be signed by them because they've already spent a couple $100 million this summer. How are they going to go and spend the money on Kylian Mbappe? Plus, what desire would there be from Kylian Mbappe to want to go and play for Arsenal, and it's a team that never really wins out? It's you're clutching at straws there, Zane, I think. I think that's wishful thinking at best, lad. Yeah, unfortunately, I think there's only a couple of clubs in world football that Kylian Mbappe would actually go to. The most likely would probably be Real Madrid, but even they probably are not going to be able to stump up the money at this moment in time to get him. So I don't know, Zane. I mean, I'm just going to humour you on that one, mate, but really don't think that that's the case. I think you're living in cloud cuckoo land, lad, and there's no way that Kylian Mbappe signs for Arsenal. I'll just say this statement right now, Zamiassi, okay? If Arsenal sign Kylian Mbappe this summer, I won't eat my hat, mate. I'll eat my underpants, okay, after I've worn them for 3 days straight, right? If Kylian Mbappe signs for the Arsenalans, mate, I will eat my own bloody kecks. Do you understand? That's how confident I am that you're never going to sign the guy, mate. No chance, bud. So, there you go. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think Kylian Mbappe's going to sign. All right, guys, let's ask the live chat. Yeah, live on stream, fire up. That's not going to happen, though. Listen, let's ask the live chat. Where do you think Kylian Mbappe's going to end up at the start of the new season? Will it still be at PSG? Will it be at Real Madrid? Will it be at Man United? Will it be at Arsenal? Let us know your thoughts. Super chat from Tom Furlong. Thank you, Tom. Get in there, my son. He says, it's Friday night, Piggy. We love it raw. It is Friday night, lad. Thank you for joining us on the Friday night show, mate. Yeah, good evening to you. Hope you're having a good Friday night so far, guys. This is just a little bit of fun, what we're talking about now. The Kylian Mbappe stuff. It's just very complex. There's a heck of a lot of money involved. I mean, listen, if we got obviously the right owners, if Sheikh Jassim comes in with his billions and they're prepared to spend a huge amount of money at the start of his ownership of the football club, then I suppose we could have a cheeky punt. But it's very, very unrealistic. Daz Sweet says Arsenal is preferred destination. What's that then? Is preferred destination if he's going to go around a factory to see how bottles are manufactured? Fair enough, he might want to do that. You know, he can stay in London, obviously. He can learn the English way of manufacturing glass bottles that shatter into a million pieces when you drop them on the floor, land. But other than that, he's not going to... That's the only preferred destination it is. Maybe you would be quite keen on finding out how bottles are produced on a mass scale. But other than that, he's not going to be wanting to go to Arsenal, lad. Kieran says United. AR Dan says Chelsea or Real. Real says Neil. Real says Chloe. Oh, PSG, says Adam Hanif. United or Madrid, says Boomy. Greedy Madrid, says RJ. Real Madrid, says Gaming Sim. Real Madrid, says Cosmos. It's obviously Real Madrid, isn't it, AML? I'm with you there. Luton before Arsenal, says Rashford. Mbappe to United, take a year. FFP ban, says Divide HD. Hey, fair play to you, my son. I like it. Surely we'd be able to balance the books in some capacity if that was the case. Obviously, that's who I would want. There's all this talk about Man United right now trying to sign Hojlund, or perhaps if we're really lucky, we might end up trying to put a bid in for Kane. Or, you know, but if we could just go and get Kylian Mbappe, I mean, what a signing that would be. Very unrealistic, though. Vincent says you've got more chance of Zayn on a date with Philip Schofield than Mbappe going to Arsenal. Crikey, Zay thank you so much for another one. Crikey, this guy's going in raw. Right, guys, take a second and drop the like button. 160 legends in here. Let's get 160 likes on this Friday night show. Keep hitting the thumbs ups. We're on 67 right now. That's good, but we can do better. So hit that thumbs up if you haven't. Let's get into Zamiassi's super chat here again. He says, do you think Stop Oil will stop the match? They look like zombies from Resident Evil, but orange. They look like they've been tangoed, don't they? Do I think they'll stop the match? I mean, I very much doubt it, Amy Assey, lad. You know, I've been watching videos earlier on today on TikTok, actually, of people, the Stop Oil protesters, getting the shit kicked out of them, basically, you know. And listen, if you play with fire, you're going to get burned. That's all I say. These people are stupid, aren't they? Goodness me. And not only that, they're actually like sitting in the road and stopping people getting to hospitals and things like that. When you see a video about an upset mother trying to get her baby to the hospital and these wankers are sat in the middle of the road, you lose all sympathy for these twats. You know what I'm saying? I hope that it goes ahead. I don't know what you're talking about, Zane. I don't think there's very much realistic possibility that happens, lad. No. For a start, they're UK-based, you melon, says Chris Barker. They're UK-based, you melon, Chris Barker says. That's a very good point. They are UK-based, as far as I'm aware, unless they're travelling over there. I mean, I don't think that would really work very well in the US, would it, if you get all these protesters sitting on the 405 highway into Los Angeles, and they're sat on the ground and they're stopping everyone from getting to their jobs and stuff. I'm pretty sure they would be filled so quick full of lead, they'd be having to change their names to Stedler Pencils, my son. You know what I mean? I really don't see that being a thing in America. Nobody would put up with that, would they? They just get pistol whipped straight away. So yeah, we put up with shit like that in this country for some reason, but over there, I very much doubt they would even want to protest in that manner. They would get rolled over in those Hummers and stuff, lad. Just Stop Oil should head to the Etihad Stadium then. Oil FC, great shout. I like that. Gaming Sim. Yes, lad. Love it. Thank you so much for getting in here raw with that great comment. I agree. US citizens would not stand for it. 100% Chris Barker, I'm with you there, bud. They would be out in the Hummers burning barrels of oil right in their faces, probably. You know what I mean? But anywho, okay, guys, so the Kylian Mbappe situation, you know, we're only talking about it here for a bit of fun. Obviously, Zami Assey's coming here with his super chats of pure delusion, and it's a bit of banter. It's a bit of fun, really. But the reality is, it's very unlikely that he's going anywhere other than probably Real Madrid, and even that's quite unrealistic just because of all the money involved. But if PSG are putting him up for sale, which might happen, obviously, breaking news, Kylian Mbappe's been left out the PSG squad for the pre-season tour in Japan. You know, if they are going to try and sell the guy, you've got to at least try and have a cheeky punt, but without actually going and having the money to do so. That's the problem for United. We would need the new owners to come in. We would have to balance the books for FFP. We would have to sell a lot of players. And it's very unrealistic that we'd be able to do that. But of course, everyone in the chat here, I'm pretty sure, would like to take Kylian Mbappe. Let us know your thoughts. Smash a 1 in the chat if you would take Kylian Mbappe at United for, doesn't even matter about the amount of money. He's just probably one of the best players in the world. So surely you would want him if we could get him. I mean, Hojlund 60 million, even if Mbappe's 2 or 3 times that. If we could actually get the money together to buy him and he actually wanted to come, I mean, that would be us sorted for a many number of years with one of the best talents in world football there. Yeah, lots of 1s coming in the live chat there, as you can see, folks. Almost positive we'll go to Real Madrid, says Luan France. I'm 100% with you, Luan. I honestly do believe you're onto something there. I mean, he's probably going to end up there. It makes the most sense for him as his personal career as well. The thing is with Man United, it is a great place to play football, but there's no guarantees at this moment in time. And also, you know, I'm sure Ten Hag would take Kylian Mbappe, but perhaps he's not looking for somebody who's such a prima donna, somebody who's such an egomaniac, somebody who might be a little more tough to manage. And also, Mbappe's just on ridiculous money over there at PSG, and it would basically bring our entire wage structure into disrepute once again, and we're trying to sort that out at this moment in time. So it's not the most realistic possibility, in all fairness, if that was the case. But obviously, we want him. Hey, Man United fan cam, what's going on, you legend? He says, I'm willing to swap my wife and kids for Mbappe. Oh, I'd take one for the team. Go on, my son. Shout out to Kevin over there at Man United fan cam. What a legend. Fair play to you, my old mate. Yes, that's a great shout. I think a lot of us would. I mean, I would personally drag myself over broken glass with my love spuds dangling to try and get Kylian Mbappe in the side, you know. He's that much of an impressive specimen of a player, definitely. And he would give us a heck of a lot of what we need right now. If you want to try and fight fire with those Man City wank jobs, then crikey, getting Kylian Mbappe would do the business, wouldn't it? But it's not that realistic. He's obviously probably destined to go to Real Madrid if he goes anywhere. But we can all dream. We can all dream, can't we? It would be lovely. So, yeah, good comment there. I'll be happy for you to swap your wife and kids for him as well, lad. Let's try and arrange that. But Mbappe you know, he's out of their tour. Who cares about Kylian Mbappe? It's not going to happen. We'd all want him. It's kind of a moot point. We'd all want him, but he's probably not going to come here. And Zamiasi's ridiculous comments about Arsenal having the possibility of signing them are absolutely laughable. Right then, this sort of leads us on to one other topic, though, which is the main news about the players that are being dispatched of quickly and swiftly by Erik ten Hag this summer, it seems. Finally, Manchester United are actually doing business and trying to get rid of some melters. Finally, it looks like we're doing that. We've already got rid of quite a few players, and there's a few players in the motion now of being sold. And so fair play to Ten Hag, fair play to Man United. We're actually able to get rid of some players this summer, and if we are continuing in this trend, hopefully there's more players that are going to be sold this summer, and then we can generate a bit more cash and hopefully go out there and actually get the players we need and assemble a decent sort of a team. So that's the plan here. And, you know, there's a number of players already been sold. If we have a look at this, in the top right-hand corner, there's a little graphic here. It says, confirmed Manchester United sales so far. So obviously Zidane Iqbal. I mean, that was a shambles. Zidane Iqbal for 857k. That's laughable. What were they even doing? Might as well have just kept him for a bloody glorified boot boy for that amount of money. But they spent you know, they sold him to Utrecht, 857k, not a lot of money. Ethan Laird, 750k as well. You know, really lacking in the money department there as well for Ethan Laird, getting absolutely mugged off. Got a bit of money for Tahith Chong in the end as well. Anthony Elanga. Now, that's the first bit of business we've done since probably Dan James, which isn't absolutely bend over worthy. That we haven't just bent over and said, take us! Because finally, we've actually got a bit of decent money for somebody. It looks like it anyway. Obviously, it's still got to go through and be processed, but it is at a here we go situation. And then Alex Telles as well has now been confirmed also. So there was a bit of and an ahhing, bit of doubt whether or not that would get finalised and done. Well, as it turns out, you know, Telles is obviously going to be an Al Nassr player. So just to give you the latest updates on the screen there, we've got a few players sold, obviously. Telles is now a done deal. So this was the exclusive from Fabrizio Romano a couple of hours ago. He said, Al Nassr have just sent contracts signed to Manchester United for Alex Telles deal done and sealed. Understand that Telles completed the main part of medical tests today in Portugal and will be announced as a new Al Nassr player. Exclusive story confirmed. Here we go. So, you know, it does look quite promising, obviously, that we're shipping out a lot of these gas-tastic players. Alex Telles on a lot of money at Manchester United, a reported 100k. He's gone over there. He's going to get even more money over there. They just toss money at anybody, don't they? They're like the rich, drunk businessman you see at Spearmint Rhino on a Saturday night, wafting £20 notes to some bird from the Czech Republic on the pole. You know, they just chuck money at anybody, these guys. So, that's what they've done with Telles. They've twerked for Telles, and Telles is going over there. We've ended up with only £4 million for Telles, though, but it is done. So that's great. Good news that we're getting rid of some of the guff players of this team. And we're also working on a couple of other guff players, such as Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly's obviously got a decision coming soon. So the report from Fab earlier was that Eric Bailly will make a decision on the next club soon, as he's set to leave Man United in the coming weeks. Al Nassr approached him as called by this blokey. Understand that also Fulham and Al Tittyfuck have asked for conditions of the deal. So, you know, maybe we'll see Bailly link up with Stevie G at Tittyfuck FC. It's quite possible. That might happen. And then just a little bit more on the whole Bailly situation. There is a little bit extra going on there. There's also reports that Fulham are interested in signing him too, which would mean, you know, there's obviously various different teams that would possibly take him. So that's good. And he's obviously got to make his decision. So we're just waiting to find out a little bit more as and when that comes in, if there's any real bids on the table. Hopefully it's the case. Crazy Joe Davola, thank you for gifting out one membership on the channel. There's the Phil Jones attack right there. Thank you, Crazy Joe. Get some love in the chat there for Crazy Joe. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you very much indeed, lad, for gifting us a membership on the channel, my son. Sue, get in there. Thank you so much. It's gone to Johnny M. Johnny M has become a member of the channel, courtesy of the man, the myth, the legend, Man City scummer, unfortunately, Crazy Joe Davola. Thank you so much for that, my son. I really do appreciate that. Get in there. Let's get your favourite emoji in there to celebrate this legend, Crazy Joe, who's going in there raw, lads. Thank you very much, my friend. Honestly, that's very kind. Get in there, you beautiful man. Okay, so yes, Fulham. This is it, guys. This is where it is. So Fulham and Al Tittyfuck are keen on signing Eric Bailly. Latest report. So couple of clubs apparently in Saudi Arabia interested in him. Al Nassr, Al Tittyfuck, and then Fulham as well apparently interested in this guy. So Bailly could well be out on his way this summer, which is great news as well for Man United. It's another melter off the books, another injury-prone melter who, we don't have to keep for no reason at all. He is completely surplus at Manchester United. He just had a season out on loan, and it makes a heck of a lot of sense for United to part ways with him now. So, I'm loving this clear out. I really am. It feels like a proper spring cleaning that we needed for a long time. I'm going to start calling Ten Hag the plumber. Maybe Super Mario or something. Start calling him the plumber. Because since he's come in, he's made some tough decisions, and he's got rid of some serious floaters within the proverbial toilet bowl at Manchester United. He's got that Orange plunger out, and he has gone to work on that pipeline, my son. That sounded proper wrong. That sounded proper wrong. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying he's unclogging this mess that is at Manchester United right now. And he's obviously doing some bits to try and get rid of players. I mean, it's not just him, obviously, but he's obviously made his mind up about who he wants to keep and who he wants to sell. And there's quite a lot of players we want to sell. Another one as well, Henderson. So Dean Henderson is close to agreeing a deal, obviously, to go to Nottingham Forest. Could be on loan. But Dean Henderson remains Nottingham Forest's top goalkeeper target, and talks are understood to have progressed in the last 24 hours. Fabrizio obviously confirmed that earlier as well, that there had been a couple of bids received from Nottingham Forest. One was for a permanent transfer for Anthony Elanga, which obviously seemingly has been agreed now. And the other one was for Dino Henderson on loan. So we'll have to wait and see what the situation is with the deal, whether it's a loan, whether it's a transfer, but it's getting closer and it's looking likely that something will happen there. So that's another player that we can get off of our books. That would be the absolutely best thing for us to do, is get rid of this shite. Do you know what I'm saying? Get rid of this shite that we don't need anymore. Hey, we got a new member of the channel. It's MUFC Realist TV. Thank you, MUFC Realist TV. And thank you once again for helping us out when we were away a little while with some of the streams and stuff. Get in there, you Don. Shout out to MUFC Realist TV. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the Bacon Brigade. Fucking hell. That one actually hurt my throat. But yeah. Thank you so much to MUFC Realist TV, the home of Mick Blue and Jarvis Cocker, etc. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for becoming a member there. Guys, get some mad love in the live chat there for MUFC Realist TV. I appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed for becoming a member of this channel. That means a lot. I appreciate the support. And the Bacon Brigade grows stronger there. Definitely. Thank you, MUFC Realist TV, lad. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good night. And the turd flusher Ten Hag says, AML... He's getting rid of the turds. He is. He's going in there with his big meaty plunger, and he is unblocking those pipelines left, right and centre, my lad. It is absolutely mesmeric to see. Fair play to the guy, Fair play to the guy. He is finally making these tough calls that other managers haven't wanted to do. We also saw Phil Jones go at the start of the summer or the end of the season. So that was obviously good to see as well. There's also a couple of other players who are sort of in limbo as regards to maybe staying or going. Like we mentioned, there's obviously bids earlier on today for Elanga and Henderson, and the Elanga situation is sort of at this stage here. So it's a here we go situation with Anthony Elanga. It's basically done, and it's expected to be completed later this week. So Fabrizio earlier on today reported that Anthony Elanga to Nottingham Forest will be completed by the end of the week. Permanent transfers verbally agreed. Fee close to £15 million to Man United. Green light also from the players. From the player, here we go. So that's a great bit of business from United, obviously getting rid of him. Eric Bailly's next on the chopping block as well. Henderson's going to be sold soon. And then it's on to a couple of other players as well that we may well be seeing going reasonably soon. Obviously you've got Maguire, who's fifth choice centre-back right now and may well be sold if we can get somebody to be interested in him. But every possibility that's not the case, because who the hell's going to want that guy? Let's ask the chat, where do you see Maguire staying or going or doing whatever? Do you see him staying or going? Let us know. In my humble opinion, he's probably going to stay because we're stuck with this absolute true melter. He's on huge money. He's a big man with a big cranium. And it's unrealistic for us to try and part ways with him because nobody's going to want to pay a significant amount. And then he's on big money, a couple £100,000 a week, which makes it tricky to get rid of. Luton Town says Craw, love it. West Ham says Batman Night Fan. Kitman says Brendan Mills. Stay says Vincent Bullock as well. Kettering Town for Slabby, I love it. Go into Al Titty fuckers. We need to sell enough to get a number 9, says Dale. The Hoop Man, thank you very much, lad, says he will stay. Maguire's unsellable. Yeah, nobody wants him, says Chris Barker. Slab must go, says Duncan. Chloe thinks he's going to stay. Please stay for the rant, says Superfat Frank. Maguire will leave, says Matthew Smith. We're stuck with a fucker, says Madhouse. Fair one there, John. He says Newcastle suits Eddie Howe's preferred back three. Fair one. So they've got, some decent players over there. They got like Shah and Botman and Dan Burn and stuff. But actually, yeah, we've talked about this in the past. I feel like Newcastle could be quite a decent fit for the guy and might sort of fit with what Eddie Howe's trying to do. But it takes minerals to go and put a bid in for Maguire right now. There's going to be a lot of pressure on wherever he goes to perform, especially if it's for a higher up club such as Newcastle right now. His best place to go to is somewhere gash. Somewhere at the lower end of the table where there's a lot less pressure, where it's a backs to the wall job most weeks, and he can quite easily just like sit back and play low block and, then probably shine. FCG says sadly Maguire's staying because his wage is too much for others and he isn't that good for other Premiership teams. Sing Game says, I'm not having Maguire on 200k and not even been on the bench. Get him cleaning the toilets at Old Trafford. He would suit pink rubber gloves. We've already got Ten Hag to do that, though. He's the plum. I'm just joking. But no, yeah, definitely Sing Games, 100%. You can't be having backup melts here on 200k a week. I'm sorry. We must mutiny on Maguire. That's the reality, mate. We can't have another Phil Jones 2.0. And the 2.0 stands for how many times his wages are than Phil's. Just sitting around here, festering, doing nothing. We can't be having that. So I'd almost rather just terminate the melter, even though we'd have to pay the remainder of the contract. At least it's actually like a statement by Manchester United to say we will not be putting up with this mediocre melt. I very much doubt he's going to reach any sort of mutual termination though, because of course he's on big money at Man United. He probably won't get that anywhere. Chelsea, I can't imagine them being interested in them, but I know there was some reports recently they were. Stoke City sounds about right. Newcastle, says John Boy, you think Crystal Palace could do a job with him in all seriousness? Hodgson looks like he will love him. Fair point there, like your style. The only way he goes if United eats half of his wages. True, so we could sell him on. He could go and sign for a different club for less money, and then we could end up paying a percentage of his contract for the remainder of it. But it's quite a long deal left, 2 or 3 years still left on the slab. So, that would cost us a heck of a load of money. I suppose if we're getting a decent wage or a decent transfer figure up front, I suppose it could be worth eating it, like you say. Back to Leicester, says NJ. 100% my son, yes. Get him working on the turnstile, says you are. Piggy, what if the R-Tabs want him as answer to Ronaldo? Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying now. Right. So in Saudi Arabia, wherever they want him, hey, listen, they could do a lot worse than Harry Maguire. They can. I mean, it's actually the perfect sort of player for them to go and sign right now. Honestly, they're trying to build their league over there. They're trying to get big name established players. They're trying to get big money players. Come and get the Slabo. It's perfect for them, isn't it? I don't know if he's going to be going over there though, willingly, but if the money's right, it's the only place he probably can get the same money United's paid him. Rushmano, thank you. He says subscribe to the channel. Yes, lads and lasses, take a second to hit that subscribe button if you're new here for the first time. Happy Friday night, everyone. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe. Also, we're 1 like away from 100 likes, guys. Smash the like button, everybody. Let's have a little like spike. Late night like spike and help us get to over 100 likes. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that thumbs up button. It means a lot. Cheers, guys. We've got a super chat from Matt Gwinnett here. Thank you. Sorry, Matt Norton. Sorry, Matty Norton. I've read that wrong there. How could I possibly do that? Sorry, lad. Matty Norton. Matt Norton, thank you for the $9.99 super chat there, bro. He says, if we get Hojlund done and get Amrabat with the money from selling the guff, we could be a serious threat for the league title, let alone top 4, along with the domestic cups and a run in the Champions League. You've got to love that level of optimism there from Matty Norton, don't you, to be fair? Thank you, Matt Norton. I appreciate that, lad. That is some serious optimism. You've got to love it. I mean, I suppose we could. I think it's going to take something rather exceptional this summer for Man United to have a proper challenge for the title and those things, though, that you've mentioned there. Because, even with like those players coming in that we've mentioned, we still got a lot of goals to find. I know stylistically we're probably going to be changing the way we play and hopefully being more attacking and hopefully being, conceding less goals and that kind of thing. But certainly we still have a lot of work to do to try and find the right players who are going to take us forward. And Hojlund's a great player, but his statistics from last season, obviously in Serie A, they only tell so much of the story. Of course, he probably will do great for us, but he's a work in progress in himself. He's a young kid. So I think it's going to take something pretty miraculous for us to do that, maybe signing somebody like Mbappe or signing somebody like Kane or doing some sort of crazy business to take us to that next level, because we are considerably behind the likes of Manchester City still. They have had obviously the pick of the bunch over the last few years with Pep Guardiola as the manager, and obviously the Sheikh Mansour cheating their way to success, and they've just won the treble, and they've got the 36 goal a season man up top and all the rest of it. They're going to be hard to topple. So I'm not so sure, but we could have a challenge for the title. That's what I think most of us are wanting. We don't necessarily believe that it's going to be a winning season for Manchester United, but we need to make strides. We need to try and challenge those twats. Hopefully they get deducted points at the start of the season. You never know, but I doubt it. Sing Game says Maguire's a top player, 50 million all day. Fuck's going on with Sing Games, guys? Is he alright? Are you alright, Sing Games? Mate, what's going on with you tonight, lad? Are you for real, bud? Yeah, we need a tumbleweed emoji going across the stream there, lad. Maguire's a top player. I guess he's just being completely sarcastic there. I love it, Sing Games. Thank you very much for getting in here with that. I mean, crikey. That is quite a reach right there. What's his value then, guys? Let us know. Sing Games reckons he's worth 50 mil. Obviously, he's taking the piss. He's taking the piss. Oh, he says the Saudis are watching the stream, right? Yeah. He's taking the piss. What's his actual value? It's hard. It's probably around about half that. But we'll see. We'll see. The reality is we'll probably get him for a half-eaten Twix bar. Imagine Maguire ended up going to the MLS. Oh, I would love it. Fat Chinese Gaming. Could you imagine Harry Maguire rocking up in Miami, playing alongside Biscuits, Alba, and Messi? That would be the best. Maguire to Galatasaray, says Batman Night fan. Thank you for that, by the way, Matty Norton, you legend, lad. Get in there. And also, Sleep Tight. Thank you, Sleep Tight, for the super chat here. He says, Mbappe to United. Here we go. Mark my words, Biggie. Okay, I will mark your words there. I'll mark them. Hang on a second. I'm just going to mark them. I'm just going to mark them in the Zayn Miassi category of comments under the brackets. Delusional. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mark those words down there, my friend. Thank you, Sleep Tight. You never know, though, but it would be nice. It would be nice, but it's just very unrealistic, that's all. He's worth $0.25 Canadian. He's dog water, says Duke of Rodtown. No more than 20. Maguire to Bayern for 145, 20 to 40. Wow, that's bloody generous. 20 says Dab, 25 says Nas, 25 says RJ, 25 to 30 for Maguire. Easy, says Dale. 25 to 30. I think you guys are right. Saul Sadiq, I think you're right, mate. Probably around about there is correct. Okay, fair enough. So, anyway, we are trying to get rid of players. So, Henderson, working on that deal to Nottingham Forest. Tellez to Al Nassr, done. Alanga to Nottingham Forest, done. There's a few other players as well that we can easily get rid of. Donny van der Beek may or may not be going. Might stay, depending on what else we do in terms of the transfer sales. McTominay, interest reported from West Ham. Maybe they will come and take him and get him from us. That could easily be a sale that happens this summer. Slabby Maguire, it's unrealistic, but it's possible. Fred reports there's interest from Saudi Arabia and maybe Fulham and these sorts of teams as well interested in him. That's a possibility for a sale. So there's quite a few players we're getting rid of at the moment. Ten Hag is doing a good job of unclogging these pipes and getting rid of all these motors and flushing them away. It's great news. Fantastic news, guys. So get in there, my son. Thank you, Rush Bono, for this one, my friend. Hang on a second. We've got a report here from Rushy in the chat. He says that Fabrizio has said, breaking, PSG are open to selling Mbappe immediately, from Fabrizio Romano. Crikey. Can you send me the tweet there, my lad, so I can get it up on the old screen if it's possible? But that sounds pretty meaty, lad. Yeah, nice one. Oh, here it is. I've got it now. Okay. Is this it? Wait a second, guys. Let me just pop this up on the screen. So Fabrizio tweeted out a little while ago and said Paris Saint-Germain are convinced that Kylian Mbappe has already agreed terms to join Real Madrid in a 2024 on a free deal. They wanted an answer on a new deal or leave now by July 15th. Nothing at all. Mbappe out of pre-season and considered for sale. PSG want to sell. There it is right there. Nice one. Let me get that up on the screen. Meaty story coming out this evening, guys, about Kylian Mbappe. That is seriously interesting, isn't it? I mean, obviously, Man United aren't really going to do anything in regards to Kylian, but it is pretty cool. It's interesting. He's blatantly going to end up... He's probably right there. He's probably right. PSG are probably right there in regards to him. But let's get that up on the screen. Where are we? Mbappe. Here we go. So this is the news on Mbappe that Fabrizio's just reported a little while ago. Thank you, Rushmano, for letting us know that. So Paris Saint-Germain are convinced that Kylian Mbappe has already agreed terms to join Real Madrid in 2024 on a free deal. They wanted an answer on a deal or leave now situation by July 15th, and they've got nothing at all at this moment. So yeah, it looks like they're trying to sell him right now, aren't they? Thank you very much indeed there. That's beautiful. Okay, excellent, guys. So there you go. Big news in regards to Kylian Mbappe. Could well be leaving PSG this summer if they can try and orchestrate a sale. From Kylian Mbappe's point of view, it doesn't really matter if he hangs on and does nothing for a year and just chills and then goes and gets a bigger deal elsewhere. But The Athletic are reporting this. PSG may eventually compromise on a fee around 100 million euros for Mbappe. What? I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, listen, what's the options for them? What's the option for them? They let this guy go in a year's time for nothing, or, you know, they have a player just sit around and do nothing for a year, or they get 100 million euros. I mean, imagine if you could sign Mbappe for 100 million at this moment in time. That is cheap. For the one of the best players in the world, that is absolutely cheap. We've got to go in for him, guys. We've got to go in for him. Smash the 69 in the live chat if you think United should have a cheeky bid. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? He just turns us down and goes to, goes to Real. What's the worst that can happen? So, yeah, we've got to have a cheeky bid, guys, if we can, but it's very, very unrealistic, of course. We don't have the money, says United. Well, we kind of do, actually, bud. So we've already put aside a little bit of money to go to the likes of Rasmus Hojlund for 60 million euros, say. We are working on that deal. We're working on Amrabat. I say we just fuck off both those guys and go and get Kylian Mbappe. What's the worst that can happen, guys? He's going to be obviously a great player for Man United. He's still young. He's got super ridiculous pace. He's obviously a world-class talent. So, yeah, we should go and try and get him. If what we want is to try and compete with City, he's the guy to go and get. I mean, for 100 million for Kylian Mbappe, that is actually really great value and very, very cheap. Thank you, D. O'Neill, for subscribing to the channel there. Nice one, D. O'Neill. If you guys are new to the channel, then hit the subscribe button. Now who's delusional? Listen, you're actually reading me wrong there, Sleep Tight Lad. You're reading me totally wrong, bud. No. You are reading me wrong. I wasn't saying that I think we're going to get him at all. I'm just saying we should go in and have a cheeky bid. That's what I said. I said it's unrealistic we'll get him because it's more than likely the case that he'll be going to Real Madrid. I have said that I think it's very unrealistic we would sign Kylian Mbappe. So I'm not being delusional. I'm keeping it real here. I'm just saying we should try. There's a big difference between thinking we can get this guy and trying for this guy. We should absolutely try and sign him. Of course we should. Crikey. We're already talking about spending 60 mil on Hojlund. What if we could just put a little bit more towards it and spend 100 million euros on Kylian Mbappe and get one of the best players proven in the world right now? Makes a lot of sense. So there's many reasons why it won't happen. His wages are absolutely astronomical. It would completely make a mockery of the current wage structure. Also, you know, can you really imagine him rocking up in Manchester? I don't know if it's really his bag. And also just the fact that obviously other teams are interested in him. PSG, we'd have to deal with them. Not the most realistic, but we should absolutely go and try. Why not? It's actually really interesting sort of topic that's come out this evening in regards to that. Yeah, you'd give Sancho an £100 million Maris. What a great comment that is, bud. Somewhere where Sancho could be and go and be an overpaid melt and a prima donna. Perfect for him. Go and play in a Farmers League. It's absolutely perfect for him. Is this the reason why we're trying to raise quick funds? Roshmano, you are one optimistic individual, my friend. But I like that, you know. I don't think that's the reason we're trying to raise quick funds, personally, you know. It would be very unrealistic to think we're going in for this guy. We'd have to spend like 750k a week on his wages as well. But we have got a lot of players maybe PSG would want, right? So maybe we could actually do a cheeky little part exchange deal for these guys. Maybe get rid of a few at the same time. Slabby Maguire representing PSG alongside Jadon Sancho, eh? Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? Get rid of some of these melts that we don't need anymore, we don't want anymore. Maguire could tussle it with the best over there in that French Farmers League, probably. In fact, he's perfectly ready-made for the French Farmers League, guys. He comes in complete with a little bit of straw that he chews on as well. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, though, Sleep Tight, for that super chat there, my man. Shit, yeah, Craw, I saw that, mate. Bloody hell, Craw, how you doing? Donnarumma was attacked and tied up. His family were tied up and robbed. Mate, that happens a lot, doesn't it, over there, mate? What's going on there? Crikey. Dudes, let's get some love in there for Donnarumma. That is a filthy story, lad. That must have been pretty traumatising, no doubt about it, lad. You know what he should have done? He should have done a runner. You know what I mean? He should have done a runner, guys. Either that or he should have made a save and not melted. You know what I mean? I'm just joking, but that is really bad. Greenwood's a great shout as well, Rushmano. Yeah, listen, what a perfect situation there, you know. Greenwood swap from Mbappe. Crikey. They get themselves another player who's going to do bits for them and develops into one of the world's best players. But unfortunately, he's obviously got a bit of baggage surrounding him, doesn't he? But that is a great player to include in some sort of swap deal as well. Crikey, we were talking about the value of Mason Greenwood a little while ago as being somewhere towards 100 million euros if for this guff hadn't actually happened. Obviously, it has happened, and so his value has taken a massive hit. But in the future, he could be worth that again. So actually, if PSG want to try and replace somebody like Kylian Mbappe with somebody who's got the potential to go on and do some pretty good things within the game, Greenwood's a super talented lad. Crazy Joe Devola says, Kylian would be nice for us, MCFC. Oh, no, don't talk about that, mate. I didn't even think about that until you said it, bud. Don't even come at me with that nonsense, lad. Oh, hell no. Don't see it, though, to be fair. Don't see it. I must admit, don't see it, but don't come at me with that. I don't even want to think about that, Crazy Joe Devola. That's disgusting what you just said there, lad. Thankfully, they've got Haaland. They got Grealish and Foden and Silva and many players, so I just don't really see them coughing up the cash this time. Plus, isn't there a little thing called FFP that these wankers need to start adhering to? Surely. They've got all these charges levelled against them. Surely they can't just keep going on and doing whatever the bloody hell that they want here. It's absolutely preposterous. So Kylian would be nice for MCFC, Crazy Joe, yeah. But I don't want to think about that possibility, lad. Sleep Tight says, I'm saying we can afford him after sale. Oh, we can definitely afford him after the sale, Sleep Tight, yes. So after we've got new owners in, if they put any sort of money into the football club, yes, there is FFP that you have to adhere to. But as I say, Manchester United will be able to do some Manchester City scum vibes. Maybe we sign a new sponsorship deal here and there with Qatar Airways or whoever knows, our titty fuck industries, whatever the case may be. And we get obviously a big cash injection going through the books, commercial enterprises, etc. Why not? Plus then we can sell players, as I mentioned, we could just cut, shut and run on a lot of these players. Like, that's the thing with the new owners. If we had new owners, they might just be prepared to start with a whole new era at the football club, get rid of all the guff, even if it means not taking losses, but taking less money than what they would like, and just selling Maguire for 10 million, selling McTominay for 15 million, get rid of all these guff players, generate the cash and go and buy this guy. Why the hell not, lad? Why the hell not? It's highly possible. Mbappe's world class and the drama he brings is super world class. Great comments, Saul. I mean, he is an ego. He is a prima donna melter. He does bring a heck of a lot of ego with you, but he's also the sort of player that's just going to score you a shit ton of goals, isn't he? He's going to do that business for you. He's obviously going to be a bit of a controversial character sometimes. I could imagine that in a few years, probably throws his dummy out of the pram at Manchester United if we were to get him and go somewhere else and, leaves in a disgrace. Kind of like this whole situation at PSG. But boy, what a few years it could be with somebody like that at the top of your team. So I'm sure we would have him. I mean, let's get a little poll on the go. Because a lot of people might not actually want to. I'll get a little poll on the go. Would you take Mbappe for 100 million? Yes or no? I'll put that in the live chat, guys. Get a cheeky little vote going in the poll. Have your say. And we'll check that in a little bit. You don't like him regardless of his skill level. He's a dick, says Chris Barker. Fair one. I mean, that's literally how I feel about Neymar. People always bang on about Neymar and what a baller he is and everything. And he is a great player. But I wouldn't want him in my team, though, because he's just such a cheating, prima donna, diving, crybaby melter. And who needs players like that representing you? So I'm with you there. This guy is super, super egomaniac and egotistical as well. But obviously he's a talent, though. He's worth 189 around there. Okay, so with PSG, he's got a year left on his deal. PSG, as per reports from Fabrizio Romano here, think that maybe he's got some sort of secret deal on the go with Real Madrid, where he's agreed to join them in a year's time on a free, where he stands to make an absolute fortune, and he's just biding his time there at PSG. PSG don't want that. They want to get a conclusive agreement in place now. Either he stays and commits, or he goes and they make some money off of this guy. So I suppose the reality that the Athletic are reporting tonight, it could be true, which is that they might take a cheeky little, lesser amount for him, somewhere around about 100 million euros, because you think this guy would generate a heck of a lot more cash than that. But because of the drama, because of the situation, it's better to get 100 million than nothing in a year's time, isn't it? So, yeah, Florian Plettenberg's got more on Kylian Mbappe here as well. He reports more on Kylian Mbappe. He's out for the pre-season tour as he doesn't want to be part of the plans of PSG. He's been told that PSG is definitely for sale now. Main reasons for boss El Khalifi. Mbappe still wants to leave Paris as a free agent in 2024. He's also been told that PSG is certain that Mbappe has already agreed a free transfer of Real Madrid for Paris. It's a betrayal. Mbappe has not yet communicated his decision. I mean, this is pretty raw stuff that's being talked about here, guys, in regards to Mbappe. That he's betrayed them. They want to cash in and get as much money as they possibly can. Crikey, I mean, wow, what a bit of drama. What a crazy story that's presenting itself. Here's a little bit more on Saudi deal makers, though. So Ben Jacobs reporting that he understands that Saudi deal makers are prepared to make an offer for Kylian Mbappe this summer, even if they only get him for one season and then he joined Real. Mbappe's plan is to stay in Europe, so a difficult transfer to pull off. PSG would have no issue selling to Saudi. Mate, I could see that happening, I could see him going there for a year just to get the fuck away from PSG, get massive money over there at Saudi Arabia. They get, obviously, this super mercurial talent in their league for a while and benefit from a lot of eyes being on their game. They've already got insane players over there like Karim Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo and these sorts of guys doing their business over there. And then in a year's time, Kylian Mbappe is free to go to Real Madrid. I mean, that kind of does actually fit. It's speculative, but it does kind of fit. If PSG want money now and they want to sell him immediately, and Mbappe wants to just get away from PSG and does not want to return to them this summer, but he wants to go and play for Real Madrid in a year, that's probably the most likely thing to happen in a way. PSG believe that Mbappe has committed a disgusting treason and a sabotage by deciding to join Real Madrid in 2024 as they consider Madrid their big rivals. Why would they consider Madrid their big rivals? I don't get that. Real Madrid actually win, Champions Leagues and stuff, you know what I mean? Why would they consider them their big rivals? But anyway, that's what some reports are saying. Sounds like Kylian Mbappe's betrayed them. PSG, can I just say this right now? PSG, they've got to be some of the biggest prima donna crybabies going, don't they? It's always this guy's betrayed us and that guy's committed an atrocity and this guy's a disgrace. You know what I'm saying? They are proper primos themselves. Goodness me. If it's not Neymar, it's Messi. Messi's like, oh, I'm sure I thought I had a day off. I thought I had a day off, and now they're trying to fucking crucify me in the streets. They are super. They need to chill out a little bit over there, don't they? They need to chill out a little bit. But anyway, that seems to be the case that they have been betrayed by Kylian Mbappe. So pretty interesting stuff. We've got another bit of info coming out. Thank you very much there, Rushmano, in regards to this. This is all about Mbappe tonight, isn't it? So Mario Cortegana says that my feeling is that PSG will not ask for 200 million for Mbappe. It will be more than 100 million, but not 200 million. So previously his value would be about 200 million, wouldn't it? Based on sort of what happens and how the market is. And obviously Neymar going for 180 million or whatever he went for and that kind of thing. You would think that Mbappe would be worth a couple hundred million. But because of the situation, because of a year left on the deal, because of him wanting away, because of the betrayal, they might accept closer to 100 million. Very interesting. There you go, Chris Barker. That's going to be a big problem for anyone. Which is why I mean, maybe there could be a one-year deal at a Saudi club. But then again, why would they pay that amount of money to get him for a year? I suppose if there's a minimum fee release clause, they could put a minimum fee release clause in the contract to make it justifiable to spend that money so that in a year's time, if Real Madrid do come and want to sort of trigger that release clause, they can, and they can make their money back. I suppose that would make sense even for a one-year deal. But obviously, there's no point signing a one-year deal if there's no minimum fee release clause. But they could quite easily put a release clause into the contract and then sell him to Real Madrid in a year's time and make a tiny little bit of profit, or, sell him on for the same money that they paid for him, and they benefit from having Kylian Mbappe in their team or in their league for a year. And it brings a lot of eyes to their product, and they get a great player, and they pay him handsomely, and then he parts ways in a year's time to Real. It does actually make a lot of sense. Crikey. Boomy says, if PSG offered Mbappe for Rashford, would you accept, Piggy? Ooh, that's a tough one. For me, I know this is going to sound crazy. Listen, Mbappe's a better player, I think, than Rashford at this moment in time, and any moment in time, really, throughout their careers. But No, I wouldn't. I actually wouldn't. Marcus Rashford's just signed a new deal at Manchester United. A lot of people suggesting that he could have gone elsewhere for more money, which shows you that he is invested in the Man United project. And plus, he's Manc born and bred and he's a United player. You can't buy that. He has basically been brought through from a little kid and he's come through the system. And there's no way that I would get rid of Marcus Rashford because he is Man United. He encompasses what it's about to be a Man United player. So no, I wouldn't. What do you reckon though, guys? Mbappe swap for Rashford, yes or no? What you're saying? For me, it would be absolutely outlandish and I just wouldn't be interested in doing that because, you know, Rashford's an actual nice guy and he's a Man United player through and through. Whereas Mbappe's a bit of an ego prima donna melt and it would not be a good look for us to do that, I don't think. No, says Nas and Chloe and Nathan. Bell says no. Toxic Mbappe says Mr. U. Hell yes, to sleep tight. Yup, for sure doing that, says Rashad. Nah, not for Rashi, says Mike. No, says Matty Norton. You wouldn't. Rashford is red, both flesh and blood, absolutely. Rashford all the way, says AR Dan. No, says Uncaged Squid. And he's just signed a contract, exactly. FCG says no. Ryan says Mbappe is better, but I love our academy, so I'm biased and unashamed. I'm with you, Ryan. Although he is better, and I will say that, you know, completely fairly and say that he is, you know, objectively, he is better than Rashford. Absolutely no way would we sell him. No, absolutely not. Definitely not. Though Mbappe's toxic. Oh shit, I missed a few members' milestones. Sorry guys, let's go up and see what's going on. Thank you very much for letting us know that. Let me get a little scroll up. Hey, Matt Norton, thank you for being a member for 33 months, buddy. He says, Eric Ten Hag has us on the right track. GGMU. Get a 33 in there for Matt Norton. Thank you once again, bro, for your support on this channel for a long time. Nearly 3 years now, lad. Much love to you, bro. Really do appreciate it. What a don. And Aaron getting in here raw as a sausage soldier, tier 3 member for 39 months. Get some mad love in the chat and a hashtag 39 there, please, for Aaron, who is a serious, long schlong don of this live stream there. Thank you so much, pal. Really do appreciate that. Get in there, you beauty. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed, guys. 33 and 39 month legends. Nice one. Right, I've got a bit more to get into, guys. We've got plenty to get into still. We've sort of been sidetracked here with this news about PSG. PSG are essentially upset because they believe that Mbappe wants their bonus this season and then a huge sign-on fee for Real. This is reported by Ben Jacobs. And the action has been taken because Mbappe also failed to meet a July 15th deadline, which is a first training session back to inform the club whether he wished to extend or not. So that's why that they're trying to, you know, decide what to do now with Kylian Mbappe. Crazy, isn't it? Very, very interesting situation. Wowzers. Mbappe, here we go. Manchester United says Caleb Chongo. Not so sure about that, my friend. Interesting. Right, give me a minute, guys. I'm just going to do something real quick. Give me uno momento, por favor. But yeah, keep smashing the likes button, guys. If you haven't done so, give us a cheeky little like on this video. Please give us a like if you haven't done. That'd be awesome. Drop a little thumbs up. Every little like helps in regards to helping us, you know, get to the target of 200 likes tonight. So please do get there if you haven't done so. Drop a cheeky little like on it. And also, smash that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Drop a cheeky little subscribe as well if you haven't done so. Nice one. Right, hang on a second. Okay, nice. Right, let's see what we're on. Thank you all for being here, by the way. 212 legends in the live stream. Great to see you all. Great to see you all. I think this is obviously big news that's come out this evening. I would give Manchester United literally a 2% chance of being able to sign Kylian Mbappe this summer, though. It's very unrealistic. There's so many factors. I mean, if we did turn our attentions towards him and forgot the old Rasmus Hojlund situation, it's only a little bit more money. But at the same time, it's still very unrealistic that Man United are actually going to do that. So, the money involved, the situation, the wages, the fact that Real Madrid are interested in him, the fact that PSG feel hard done by, you know, all of that stuff, it makes it quite difficult to assume that this will actually ever happen. Okay. Right then. Let me get into the other news that we've got, then we're going to get back into the update. So, there are some other stuff going on here. Suzuki offer. News about that, guys. Let's talk about that for a second. So, Manchester United An agreement between Manchester United and Uwara Reds for Zion Suzuki is now a matter of time. Uwara have agreed to Suzuki's wishes to join United, and the deal will be completed once Uwara have cleared the organisational issues. So, speculative report there, but may well be the case. Suzuki's still a target for Man United, obviously, as a backup. Amrabat offer reports earlier, speculative report here that says that Man United have made an initial verbal offer to Sofyan Amrabat's agent. Al Ali have also made an offer worth 15 million euros, but for now he's not interested in that. So that's quite an interesting topic. Ten Hag's been speaking about wanting a striker, and he was quoted over in America as saying that they're going to do all that they can to get a striker. Ten Hag vows Manchester United will do everything in our power to sign a striker this summer, with the Red Devils frustrated by Atalanta's 86 million price tag on Rasmus Hojlund. PSG have reportedly turned their attentions. It's quite interesting how this is all playing out, though. PSG have reportedly turned their attentions to Rasmus Hojlund. Louis Campos and his agent have been discussing figures for several weeks now. So there were various reports, including from Fab, that maybe they would swoop in and potentially try and take Rasmus Hojlund over there to France for 60 million. If that happens, well, who are we going to turn our attentions to? People like Kane, and then obviously super wishful thinking for Mbappe, but, you never know. Fulham reportedly want Bailly. Henderson, obviously main target for Forest now. Let me just get into what we've discussed very quickly, briefly, and then we're going to get into the live chat for a Q&A, everyone. So Forest close to Elanga. Obviously, that basically done. They're just waiting for finalisations. Medicals, things like that should be done by the end of the week. Henderson, Elanga bid, obviously. Henderson also a target for Notts Forest on loan. Tellers is a done deal to Al Nassr. Eric Bailly's got interest from a couple of Saudi teams, including Al Nassr and also Al Tittifaq, and English teams maybe like Fulham. Ten Hag on Kane here. He was asked about Kane and he said, I don't talk about specific players who are under contract at another club. And then also he was asked about Mason Greenwood, and he said this about Mason Greenwood. He said, on this, it's a club decision, and of course, I said my opinions, but it's a club decision and we have to accept that. Would I want to keep Mason? I can't say, Erik ten Hag said. So that's pretty keeping his cards close to his chest there as well. Elanga done deal. Man United have plans for Rasmus Hojlund, so Man United plan remains the same. Bid for Rasmus Hojlund, soon to avoid PSG hijack, as revealed yesterday. That's what Fab says there. So, yeah, and then obviously Mbappe out of tour, guys. And the sales so far from Man United in the top right-hand corner. Let's just have a look at this then. We're going to get into the live chat now, see what you legends are saying for yourselves. Thank you, everyone who's been here. Keep hitting that like button, guys. We're trying to get to 200 likes. Give us a retweet on Twitter. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Go over there and give us a share. You know it makes sense. We'll shout you out in a little bit. Everyone who gives us a retweet. I like your comment there, Caleb Chongo, who says, Mbappe, here we go to Manchester United. Right, anyway. We've got a super chat here. Thank you so much. Hey, Kate Cadet, how you doing, bud? BA Studios, thank you for the super chat, mate. He says, hey, Pig, looking well, bro. Just popping through before heading for a job interview tomorrow early. It's not another 8k subs, but hope you hit 100k soon. Get in there, BA Studios. Thank you so much, mate, for the £5 there. That's very kind of you. And everyone, let's get a massive good luck in the live chat. I hope you smash that interview tomorrow there, BA Studios, lad. Come on. What does BA stand for? British American. Oh, okay. I thought it stood for BA Baracus, my son. I pity the fool. Thank you so much, BA Studios, you legend. British American Studios. That sounds very, very, very transatlantic, my friend. Thank you very much for that £5 super chat, you legend. Good luck to you. I really hope you smash it, lad. Thank you so much. Crazy Joe Devola. Thank you very much for the super chat. He says, can the Garden Gnome and Varane stop Haaland? MCFC. Dude. Don't be such a disgrace, lad. How dare you call Lissandro Martinez a garden gnome? That's what I call Messi. Please stop using my phrases, lad. And Varane, stop Haaland. Yes, of course we can, my son. Of course we can. Not only that, we are now in possession of a Ghostbuster who goes by the name of Andre Onana. What's my name? And this guy's coming in with his full ghost catching capabilities, mate. And he's going to catch up Erling Haaland in one fell swoop very, very soon and send him back to the painting from Ghostbusters 2, lad. That's right, Vigo the Carpathian, do one. So, don't worry about it. We've got the main man now who's going to stop him. Yes, it would be nice, wouldn't it, to see him, Rushman. I saw pictures of him already training today. Looks pretty awesome, mate, that he's obviously training already. He could well play tomorrow. I mean, crikey, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it, if he was just chucked right in there at the deep end. I mean, it's a pre-season friendly. Could probably get 45 minutes. What do you think, guys? Do you think he'll play tomorrow? Yes or no? There's something to suggest that he will. I think he might play 45 minutes. I don't think he's going to play the whole game, but just maybe he will play 45 minutes. It's a big profile game. He's ready. He looks ready. Hey, Chewbacca, what's going on? I've just done a little roundup, mate, so you're going to have to catch up at the end of the stream and go back and watch the stream, but we've just done a little roundup, but you can get yourself in the chat, though. Early prediction for tomorrow's sleep time. I'm going for 2-1 to the mighty Manchester United. You know why? Because fuck the Arsene Hojlunds, my son. Who the fuck are those guys? We're going to batter them, lad. Thank you, Sleep Time. Going for 2-1. Get your predictions in there, but I'm going for a mighty 2-1 against those scummers. Piggy, if Mbappe stays until January, Jassim is in by January, you think we'll get him? Well, it's definitely increased considerably if Sheikh Jassim's in the football club. But again, what this situation is, it sounds like Real Madrid have already done a backhanded sort of verbal agreement with Kylian Mbappe for him to join them on a free. And if he joins them on a free in a year's time, he stands to make a fortune, obviously, because they don't have to pay a transfer fee for one of the world's best players. So they will pay him very handsomely in terms of a signing-on bonus. His agent will probably make an absolute killing, and they'll pay him astronomical wages as well, because obviously he's one of the best in the world and they don't have to pay a fee for him. So that is going to be hard to contend with. But I suppose if we did have Sheikh Jassim, there's an outside chance that Manchester United could go on and sign the guy. Still very unrealistic, though. Hey, Kate Cadet, I am doing a watch-along for the game tomorrow. Absolute mon, my friend. Yes, guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and come and join us for the watch-along tomorrow. We'll be on there tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. UK time. We'll be starting about half an hour before kickoff. The kickoff's at 10 p.m. UK time, so we'll try and, we'll try and cover the game there. We'll be watching it. You guys can come and hang out and watch the game with us, or you can, keep up to date with what's going on. We've got a Hojlund updates just come through, by the way. So as I mentioned, obviously PSG was sniffing around Rasmus. There's a new update from Alfredo Padula from Italy that suggests this: negotiations for Rasmus Hojlund will take place over the weekend. A written offer is expected on Monday. Hojlund has already agreed personal terms with Manchester United, so we know about that. We know that he's agreed those personal terms, but in terms of a timeline, seems like maybe there could be bids coming in Monday or over the weekend. Hopefully it's true, and hopefully we do go in for him. Pletty reporting that PSG will now communicate to all the clubs who have been waiting for Mbappe's decision. He is now for sale. Wow, what a piece of news today, though. It's unreal, isn't it? What a crazy piece of news, guys. I can't quite fathom it. He's actually going to be for sale, guys. Happy days, and get in there, you beautiful legends. Can we go in for him and get him? Very unrealistic. Let's see what the live chat says on the poll. 75% of people would take Mbappe for 100 million. Yeah, let me get another poll on the go, actually. Let me get another poll on the go, because that's just a stupid poll. I'm surprised 25% of people wouldn't have him, to be honest. Let's get a legit poll on the go. Okay, so where does Mbappe end up? Okay, new poll. I'm going to suggest Saudi Arabian team, right? Why not, eh? Stupid though, but probably let's put it in there. Let's go Real Madrid. Hang on, I've screwed this up. Okay, hang on a second. I've screwed this up, guys. Wait a second. I've got to get another poll on the go. But basically, what I'm going to ask you anyway is just which club he should end up at. So get your answers ready. Mbappe next club. I don't want to put Man City in the list, Dabo, to be fair, lad. Don't really want to do that. Let's go Man United, Real Madrid, Arsenal. Or other. I'll put other. Let's just go other. Okay, right, guys, I'm going to ask the community here. Why are we talking about this, you ask? Because he's a super talented world-class player, and Man United should be interested in him, but it's very unrealistic, of course, that we will have a chance of signing him. But I'll just pop it in the live chat. I'm sure Real Madrid is the most favoured destination, in all honesty. Hopefully in the bin, says the Cake Cadet. You can see Todd Bowley getting the cash out, says Chloe Jenkins. Interesting. Very interesting there, Chloe. Chelsea, says Rushmano. I suppose it could be. L'Equipe in France are affirming tonight that PSG won't entertain bidding from other parties for Kylian Mbappe until July 31st, which is their internal deadline that they get things sorted out. That's from L'Equipe. But again, other people mentioning that they had some sort of a soft deadline internally for the 15th, which has already been passed for whether or not they should be, trying to sell the guy or not. So it's all just speculative stuff at the moment with Kylian Mbappe. Obviously, he's a great, great player. Obviously, he's somebody that is wanted by the top clubs in the world, and Man United should be on that list of trying to sign him, but very unrealistic still. So after a little vote, Manchester United is in second place, though, and they do think that the live chat does think that we have a chance of signing him. Can't see it myself, peeps. Cannot see it myself, but I love your wishful thinking there, guys. I really do. Hang on a second, guys. I've messed this up. Oh, I've messed this up, guys. Shit. Okay, hang on. It's just going to go dark for a second. Wait a second. Okay, nice. Nice. Sorry, I just had to do that because the chat... Yeah, the chat's back. Okay, nice. Right, thank you, Rush Mono. Yes, please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Drop a little sub on it. It makes sense. Dream Fan says, Mr. U. Yes, very unrealistic. I'll give it a 5% chance or even less that we could sign him. Crazier things have happened before, though, Anthony Ong. Very well said. £1 million a week to Mbappe would destroy the wage structure of United. Very true, Gregory Burke. Yeah, absolutely, as I mentioned earlier on. Very much the case. He might go to Saudi League and just end up running the whole damn league on £1 billion a week. Possibly stay gold. So why that's realistic? So you wouldn't think that Kylian Mbappe at his stage of his career would want to go and play in Saudi Arabia even for the money, because he can get crazy money anywhere. But the thing is, the Saudis might pay him ridiculously handsome amount. Not only that, they could perhaps maybe do a deal where they were prepared to have him for just a year on the proviso that he's allowed to go and talk to Real Madrid in a year's time, and they set a minimum fee release clause in the contract, which means that they don't stand to lose anything by having him other than obviously the weekly wages. But if they're getting a talent like Mbappe who's going to help whichever team he goes to try and win the league, and they still make all of their money back plus maybe a little bit more, maybe it is worth them doing that. So, and it gets Mbappe away from PSG, where he's seen as some sort of a traitor at this moment in time, and then he can just go and play football, go and chill for a year, and then go and play for Real Madrid on a free transfer, or not even necessarily a free transfer. Obviously, it would have to be a minimum fee, but basically what they paid him, and then he can get a big transfer fee. It's unlikely. It's unlikely. There's a lot that goes into that deal. It's unlikely. But I guess it can happen. Crazy Joe Devola, thank you for the super chat. He says, even we, MCFC, do not need that Mbappe melt. No, well, you actually really don't at this moment. Obviously, you've just done the treble. You don't need a big ego like that, to be fair. 6-1 for Arsenal, says Borat Sagdiev. Get out, my son. Get out. You're talking nonsense, lad. He's still young, be like a gap year. Naz says, are BBC reporting it, Piggy? I'm not too sure, actually, at this moment in time, but I'm sure they will be very soon. Port Vale says, Ruthless Sausage. Do you still do that strange shower hair thing? That was gross. Ravens Mansam, what are you talking about, mate? Mbappe's just not joining United, not a chance, says Malps. To be honest, I have a 95% chance feeling we'll get Mbappe, and I bet it's already been decided, says Edward Reed. Excuse me? Excuse me, mate? Fair enough, lad. Gotta love that sort of level of optimism there. You're going to Belfast later this month, De Gea to Newcastle. That's just BS, isn't it, Jamie Robinson, lad? Why not? K Slater doesn't seem fair. What did K Slater say? FFP does not affect Saudi League. It's bullshit, isn't it, lad? What's that all about? Mbappe would be Cantona-esque, says All-Star. Mbappe's not happy at PSG anymore, so the club, they should not push him. Right, I'm going to get into the live chat properly now. It's Q&A time. Drop a like, drop a sub. Let's be having you. Going to stick around for 5-10 minutes, guys. Have your say now. Mbappe to Madrid is inevitable. It's been 6 long years. I'm with you, really. Shadow Injustice does make a heck of a lot of sense. Don't know about that, Boomy. He says Mbappe on loan. Could be Newcastle, says Ravens Bantan. Come on. Really can't wait for someone else to nick him. So the poll's had 100 votes. I'm going to end that poll there. 54% of the chat say Real Madrid. 33% say Manchester United. And I think that's because this is a Manchester United channel. In reality, it's a lot less chance than that United could get him. But it's wishful thinking from the fan base. Mbappe, You don't know any Saudi teams. I don't want any Saudi teams, says Dabo. FFP only applies to Manchester United, says Malps. It seems like it. Do you think Onana's a good replacement for De Gea? Big time, Caleb. Big time. I really, really do, actually. Very much so, yes. Because he's somebody that Ten Hag wanted. For that reason alone, he's good. And he's got that history with Ten Hag. It's obviously pretty cool. And, just obviously makes us change the way that we play, which is nice. Somebody that can kick us on and take us forward, hopefully with a new sort of style. And that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Okay, right. Remember, every keeper makes mistakes, says Craw. Rushmano update. Let's have a look at this then. PSG will now do everything to sell Mbappe to the highest bidder. Zero emotions. They want him sold, as per Sky Sports. Yeah, I mean, interesting. I don't know about that, but we'll have to see. Maybe so, maybe so. I have Jay Linners, lad. Absolutely, yeah. Onana, ball at feet, happy, way better, says Dale. Believe you me, anything is possible. Only United can do it, says Dominique Marley. If we ever got Erik Ten Hag, we'd rev up the old Dutch lawnmower on a daily basis. Quality. Mbappe, Haaland and Vinny Jr. in 2025 at Real, says Heath Edwards. Not so sure about that, dude. Not so sure about that. As we talked about a little while ago as well, there's just some speculative stuff on Leon Goretzka coming out this evening as well. That Man United are interested in Leon Goretzka. Ten Hag believes he's a very interesting player. Something could be going on in the background. Goretzka wants to stay, but could rethink if he is to lose his regular spot ahead of the Euros. Fair one. I don't think there's too much to that, but, we could certainly be interested in him. We should be interested in him. He's a good player, but I don't see it being overly realistic. But you never know. It seems like we are focused on two players at the moment in Amrabat and Hojlund at this moment. If those two players fall out of favour for whatever reason in terms of negotiations, I could see us going on to maybe somebody else, but definitely Goretzka would be a good player. Get Mbappe on your stream, says Dale. McTominay from Germany, says Boomy. Excuse me? Oh, he's a McTominay from Germany. Right, I see what you're saying. Yeah, there you go. Smash a like, says Tulani Bukhani. You like Leon Goretzka? Definitely. Will Man United sign Amrabat? Questionable. We are supposedly going to be putting a bid in soon. Thank you, Rushmano, says subscribe to the channel. Absolutely right. I'm going to read a few more comments out then, lads and lasses. Get your thoughts in there. Love to hear all your opinions, and then we would, of course, have to end the stream. But before I do, I'm going to go over to Twitter and shout out everyone who's given us a retweet tonight. Thank you to all the legends who's retweeted the show this evening. I do appreciate it. We have got 10 retweets on Twitter. Shout out to all the legends who retweeted. And I'll shout you all out now. Aaron Homeyard, Kieran Rotz, Ryan Berberspin9, Stephen Braun, John Boy Cat, Boomy, Sin Games, J United, Greg, and Rug Muncher. 007. Thank you very much, lads and lasses, for giving us a cheeky little retweet there, my friends. Beautiful. Okay. All right, guys. Couple more comments, and I'm going to have to wrap this up. It's getting towards 11:30 here. It's pretty late. Haaland was negotiating with Real, and Mbappe's destined for Real. This is part of their new Galacticos era. Yeah, probably. Definitely. That's a good shout as well, Rushmano, just linking us PR-wise to Goretzka to try and put a little bit of pressure on Fiorentina maybe to do the deal. The answer to these questions are more about United is we will see. Sadly, that's the case. Which right wing do you think will start most next season? Probably Anthony, because he's our big money signing. He's Ten Hag's golden boy. Mbappe coming on the stream just now, lads. Really enjoyed my first Flying Pig show. Thank you, Marcus Stevenson. Yeah, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and smack a like on it and get yourself involved by clicking the bell icon so you don't miss the streams. You hate Maguire. You're not the only one, Sean. Luan France thinks that Real Madrid is salivating at the prospect of no transfer fees next year. Oh, yeah, definitely. They must be absolutely moist about that one. Vincent says, I love the way you forgot Vincent Bullock on the way. What do you mean there, Vincent Bullock? How you doing, Vincent, lad? You didn't retweet me, mate. I don't think so. Let me go over there and have another look. Okay, we've got 13 retweets now, of one of which is Luan France, Vincent Bullock, and Richard Vistapak. So you guys did it a little bit late. That's why I missed you. But thank you, everyone, for retweeting us yet again, guys. Much love, much love. How much do you reckon Mbappe goes for? Surely at least 140 million. But if he's one away and they want to cash in and not lose him in a year's time for nothing, then maybe closer to 100 million. But I would imagine at least 140 million, even with those situations as it is. A lot of disturbing things going on in football these days. The game's gone mad, says Kate Cadet. Spot on, agreed. Tottenham and PSG swap deal. No, I will not now, 786. Actually, I will. For the Wrexham game, I will be doing that. So I will be doing the watch-alongs. Most definitely. Right, guys, I'm going to basically wrap this stream up here anyway, you know. But thank you so much for watching this stream. It's been an absolute pleasure, every single one of you legends, for getting in, guys. That's the latest news. We are working on Amrabat. We are working on Hojlund. There's bids expected to be soon. Ten Hag's having a monster clear out. Elanga to Forest. Henderson to Forest. Bailly's got interest from Saudi clubs and Fulham. And we're working on other players on the way out as well. Ten Hag's having a monster clear out. Happy days. Kylian Mbappe is obviously going to be a speculative player that we're linked to, but it's very unrealistic, of course. Very unrealistic that takes place because of all the money and all the obstacles in the way and the fact that he probably is going to go to Real Madrid. But thank you everyone for watching the stream tonight, guys. Come back after this is finished and get your thoughts in. Shit, Boomy, I haven't done the giveaway tonight, mate, have I? Fuck. Dude, I've got all the names down in my phone, screenshotted, but I haven't put them into that thing. Tomorrow we'll do it, lad. We'll definitely do it tomorrow. Listen, you mark my words, yeah? We'll pick the winner of the giveaway tomorrow. I might even pick 2 winners to make up for me slacking big time. We'll pick 2 winners, guys. Then I could go to the post office with two items to send. It makes sense. We'll pick 2 winners tomorrow, guys. 2 winner giveaway tomorrow. 2 t-shirts. Thank you, Luan, Kate Cadet, Ruben, Nas, Dead Revel, OHB, Rushmano, Duke of Rodtown, Rugmuncher 007, Sean Mwangi, Luan France, Mr. U, Boomy, Dale, Jay Linners, The Hoop Man, Dominique as well, get in there. Gregory Burke, Sean, Vincent, Rajat, Nas, You Are, John Boy, Must Play, The Hoop Man, United Tactical Talk, Leanne Reeson, Duke of Rodtown, Sir Jimmy, John Boy, Dabo, Primot, Boomy, Elliot Manduna, Anthony Ong, get in there, you legend. Duncan Belifo, Nas76, Chris Barker. Yes, lads. And everybody else as well. I'm going to wrap this up, but thanks for watching this stream. Come back after, have your say in the not live comments. Subscribe if you're new. Click the like button. Click the bell icon for notifications. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. All the links are in the description. Finally, Man United are clearing out some of the shite at this football club. Come on. Eric Ten Hag doing bits. They call him the plumber because he unclogs the dirty pipes at the club and gets rid of these floaters. Oh, yes. Maguire next, please. Maybe Donny, Fred, McTominay, these sort of melters. That'd be lovely. See you later on, Prats. Thank you so much for watching. You're all... Not you. I'm not calling you Prats. I mean these players. We're getting rid of. I'm not calling you Prats, guys. Oh, no. I'm talking about McTominay and these guys. Anyway, you stay classy, everyone. Thanks for you all for watching, and have a good night. That's it from me. Enjoy your Friday night. There is no FIFA tonight, guys. Sorry, I'm slacking on that front. I just can't get up for it right now. Oh, but I will be bringing it back very, very soon. I will do that. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We've got Man United versus Arsenal tomorrow. Before I go, I would love a cheeky little favour from all you legends. So the game is on tomorrow at 10 p.m. We're going to be doing a watch-along for it starting at 9:30 p.m. I've already set it up. Let me go and get the link for you legends, and I'll pin it to the top of the live chat so you guys can go and give us a cheeky, and I mean a cheeky, retweet. So please do go over there and smack a little like on this. I'm just going to put it in the chat, guys. Watch along. Where are we? I'll pin it to the top. Do us a favour. Go over there and smash the like button before it starts. Oh, bollocks. Give us a like. See if we can get to 50 likes before the stream starts. That'd be nice. There we go. Okay. So that's pinned to the top of the live chat, guys. That is the watch along right there. Go over there. Give us a like. And I'd appreciate it. Oh, nah, what's my name? Oh, nah, what's my name? What's my name? What's my name? Anyway, guys, see you later on. Thanks for watching. That's it from me. Enjoy your Friday night, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Man United are going to drub up the arse in Holland, and throughout the day tomorrow, we will do an afternoon show. We might even do a cheeky little transfer news show if there is any sort of breaking news before the game, and then just sort of lead into that. But we'll see. So keep your eyes peeled on the channel, and thank you everyone for watching. Come back and have your say. Great community vibe as always. Great chat this Friday night. Have a cracking evening. Piggy loves you. And remember, when the seagulls follow the troll, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.